Okay, hi everyone. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so hi Alvin. Um, si Mami Beth, Angelica, Rona, hello, Marilu, Joy, Jeneski, Uber, Adelita, Jean. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have a lot right now. Emily, Grace, Ethel. So if you guys are my student, let me know. Please comment hashtag eBay, hashtag Amazon, hashtag Shopify. And if you are newbie, please comment hashtag newbie so we can, you know, be in touch with you, and we can give you more information and free webinars like this, or videos about e-commerce. So hello Joshua. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of students here. Okay, Amazon. Okay, eBay. Okay, newbie. Ayan, may newbie tayo, Christoph. Hello sa mga newbie. Okay, Shello is newbie also. Grace. Okay. Okay, newbie also is Jenny. Yan, Reese. Okay, Karen also. Uber is new. Ethel, so thank you very much for, giving a time to watch here. Ayan. Okay, that's good. We have a lot of newbie right now. Okay. Okay, so I will go back later on with all the comments because I don't want to waste our time. Okay, so why I'm going to give this free webinar about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, because right now this is a very in demand right now. There's a lot of US sellers, that they are, selling on Facebook Marketplace. First of all, sorry for my background. It's dark here because it's 1 a.m. here in California. And yeah, so that's why it's very dark on my background, because I'm in the room and my kids are already sleeping. Okay, so why Facebook Marketplace? Because Facebook Marketplace uh, is very, the number one social media in the world. And also, um, because of the lowest transaction fee is only 5%. So that's why a lot of dropshippers, a lot of sellers are going to sell right now in Facebook Marketplace. But there's a lot of things that you need to learn in Facebook Marketplace, because Facebook is very sensitive. Okay, because I'm going to talk in English, because we have also other viewers that are from other country. Okay, So yeah, so like what I said, there's a lot of things to remember, and there are a lot of pros and cons in Facebook Marketplace. So that's why, as a virtual assistant, you need to know those things. You need to be careful, because if you are working with your clients, some and if you don't those precautions, they can suspend or deactivate their account. So we don't like that, because we will lose our clients. So that's why it's better, and I will share to you guys how to do that. Okay, so that's why be with me until the end, because I always promise, or I always make sure, that you will get good information in this webinar. Okay. Okay, let me. Okay, so what to expect? So you will learn what is dropshipping and how it works. The Facebook Marketplace overview, because you are in the Philippines, or in the other country. Facebook is okay, let me remove my picture here. Okay, so Facebook, they only give a buy button or shipping option to US market only. So that's why you will see later on, it will be a little different in your own Facebook Marketplace. So kahit nasa Pilipinas ka, or other country, you have the Facebook Marketplace. So you can check that later on, no? Or or right now, while you are watching this, later on, check. I will show you how to list, exactly how to do that, and then do it together, with me, para makita nyo, or you can see, the actual run how to do that. And then, what are the suppliers that you can use? And then, how to do product research? What tools that you can use in listing, or like us, what are the tools that we are using in listing? And then, bulk listing using Facebook CVS file. So you will see, no, because there are, sometimes, Facebook Marketplace, once they already recognize your place or your IP location, and you already pass that what they call this, suspicious login, Facebook Marketplace will be good na to you. So we have VAs that they can do listing, um directly to the client's Facebook. So we use tools in listing, but sometimes, clients, they don't want you to touch no their, or to log in, in their accounts. So that's why we also do different ways. So later on you will see that. Okay, so what is dropshipping and how it works? So dropshipping is a retail fulfillment method where a store doesn't keep the product it sells in stock. So you don't have stock in your hand. Instead, when a store sells a product using dropshipping model, it purchases the item from third party and has it shipped directly to the customer. So let me show you a sample diagram here. So for example, this is the customer, and this is the Facebook Marketplace, or the shop of your client. So now client will have that listing. Uh, Customer will buy it here to the shop, and then the shop will get the information of the customer, the name and the address, and then pass it to the warehouse, or the or the supplier. And then supplier will pack and ship the item, and ship it to the customer. So it's like you are the middleman between the customer and the supplier. So that's how the drop shipping works. Okay, so later on, if you have any questions, just put that in the comment box, no, or comment here. Later on, we will talk about that. Okay, so Facebook Marketplace overview. So let me show you the actual Facebook. Okay. Okay, so let me share to you. Okay, so this is the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so again, you can go, you can also go to your Facebook Marketplace. So you will be also, you will see also the difference, or you will see also how you will navigate the marketplace. Okay, so for example, like this, you will go to your account, or so you can see here we have like orders here, the profile, you have your listings here, shipping orders if you have orders, your sales, also Facebook Marketplace have promotions also, if you can see here, if you have saves, purchase orders, if you order in Facebook Marketplace also. And then submission offers, your alerts, following, recent activities, and customer profile. So I will not show everything here. So what are we going to do is focus on listing and product research. Okay. So okay, so how to do listing? Okay, so just click this create new listing, and it will show you again, it will be different, to your Facebook Marketplace. So what you are seeing here is is the what do you call this, the US Facebook Marketplace. Okay, kasi nga dahil yung US lang ang merong buy button or shipping option. Okay, so if you are in the Philippines, probably the pictures that you can see here, you will not have it. Okay. Okay, so for example, let's go in Walmart. Okay, so for example, in Walmart, we will just get or get sample here. Okay, so for example, here in furniture. Okay. So first of all, make sure that you're going to ask your client, what is your price range, that you want me to do a product research for you. Okay, so that is very important. And then make sure that you will use this, features also. Make sure that um you will filter this, okay, because Facebook only give us 3 days to fulfill the order. So make sure that today they will ship already your product. Okay, and then for me also, I always use this, make sure that it will be you know only at Walmart, or for example, like this, like what I said, ask your client, what is the price range that they're going to, they want you to do a product research. Okay, because sometimes, their budget only is, $100 below, so you will go with that. And then customer rating. So of course, one of the also important is the customer rating. So mostly your client also will tell you, okay, just go with the rating, like 4 above, rating. So you can also filter that. And then so retail. So make sure also that this is a Walmart, shipped by Walmart. So don't go with third party. Okay, so click that also. Yeah, so you can see it will, started to, um list the listings here. Okay, so I think that is okay now for me. So what you're going to do is we will get one. Okay, so for example like this. Okay, so you can see here I have like boxes here because of my C drop. So this is one of the the tool that we are using in listing. But right now I will not use that. So I can show you exactly how to do it manually. Okay, so first, so here if we will go back in listing, just click this item for sale. And then you can see here, first is add photos. Okay, so we will get the photos here. Okay, so make sure this is very important. Is screenshot, light shot, so because because of the, if you know the SEO, you know what they're practicing in SEO also is they put also the, their name. They optimize also the photo. So that's why if you will, click save as, there's a lot, you see, because of this. So that's why we don't want to have this, because you can see here walmart.com, so they will see that, they will find out that this product is, they are also selling this in Walmart. So you are, pushing away the customer. So that's why that's our practice. We do screenshot of this product or this photo. Okay, so I will also screenshot this. Okay, so take note of our tools. Okay, so again, screenshot, that is very important. I use Lightshot. Okay, this is free. Just go to Google Chrome extension. Okay, so I will just grab three photos here. Okay. Okay, so once you already have those, go to your downloads and then click the add this pictures. Okay, so like that. And then title. So title is very important, especially remember mga eBay students, we also optimize our title. So what we're going to do is we will just grab also other, item, keywords here. So for example, like this. Okay. Okay, so like that, York over shower door hanging towel rack for bathroom. Okay, and then you can also add like free shipping there. So price, so for example, like this is 24.97. So in Walmart, if you, so like this, if you are less than $35, you will have a shipping fee. So 5.99. Okay, so that's why I will add. Okay, so for example, like this one is, so this is 24.97. So 24.97 plus 5.99 the shipping cost. And for example, my markup is $10. So I will sell this for $40. Okay, because Facebook, the pricing is whole number only. And then category, so you can see here, Facebook is already suggesting me here the category, or you can just go and check, what are the what what is the so for example here in home and kitchen and go to the bathroom. But for now I already have this, so I will just click that. And then condition, this is new. So description, let's go back here and then scroll down, and this is the information. Okay, so you can just copy that and then paste it here. Okay, and then one also, you can see there are red here. So one also that you need to have Grammarly, okay? So you just need to make it sure that you are have the right right required, no tools required. So like this, you need to correct those. And then for me, I always like to have like a intro, free shipping, free returns, because Walmart, they offer free returns also here, no? So if you want to know how to do that, I have video in my YouTube, so I cannot tell that right now because it's gonna be overtime now for us. Okay, and then I only have 5 of this. Okay, so this is my intro. So it depends to your client again, but for me, I'm talking about how I do my listing here. So like that. And then quantity, so because I said I only have 5, so I will put 5 there. And then brand, so because like this is like this is not a really big brand, no? So you will not put that also. So color, so what is the color of that? Like silver. So size, you can get this. Okay, like that. So if the item is small, large, like that, so you need to put that in your size. And then this one, material. So what it says here, this is metal. And then SKU, so what I do, I will just copy the URL and then paste it here, so it will be easy for me, to find. I don't need to have a spreadsheet, when I'm going to fulfill this. Okay, and then I will click hide from my friends. I don't want to, my friends are gonna see this. So click next, and then in delivery method, you need to make sure this is a shipping only. Okay, because this is drop shipping. Because if you will click the pick up or local pickup only, people were going to they are going to um go to the house of your client. So we don't do that. Okay, what you need to use is shipping only. And then for shipping method, you need to make sure you will click use your own shipping label. Okay, because we need to upload the tracking number, not to print. Okay, again, use your own shipping label. Base shipping rate, so because I'm offering free shipping, I will click 0 here. I put 0 and then turn on the free shipping. So you can see here, here, this is the overview of my listing. Okay, and then so also, clients also sometimes they will tell you what is the location, so you need to ask them, again, if you are going to list the products. Okay, so like that, and then click next. So I don't use this, click next and then publish. Okay, so like that's it. So now now Facebook will going to check this, review your listing if the listing will going to follow the rule or the policy of the Facebook. Okay, so that's how you do product listing. Okay, so let's go back again in our presentation. What will be the next? Okay, so that is the overview and listing. Okay, so I hope you guys are following what I'm doing. So let me know. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I'm so happy there's a lot of newbie here, okay? Because, I really want to, to share always, something that you guys can get here. And also, this is also for all my students, especially for to eBay and, Amazon, because these are very important right now. A lot of sellers, even they are selling already in Amazon, they also sell in Facebook Marketplace. And other sellers on eBay, they go also in Facebook Marketplace. So that's why I'm really pushing this, in this Facebook Marketplace. Okay, we have newbie here, newbie. Okay, I hope you guys are all following. Let me know. Okay. A lot of student also, very good guys. Newbie. Okay, Shopify. Are you my student? Okay, newbie here. Okay, Jen is first time here. Thank you for watching. Okay, if you think also this is a good video, please, share this to your friends, because right now it's very, this is a very easy, to start, especially if you are newbie. This is a one of the easiest way to do or to work, because it's like a copy and paste. If you see how I did it, you just need to make sure that you know how to do it. Okay. Okay, so there's a question in, are you going to give e-certificate for this webinar? No, Precious. So I only give, certificate if you are my student and if you apply also in in our apprenticeship program. Okay, so is this a recorded? Yes, this is recorded. Okay, so I think we don't have questions right now. So let's proceed to the next, because we have a lot of, need to tackle. Okay, so what supplier you can use? Okay, so let me go again to okay. Okay, please share this. So there's a lot of other people also will going to, see this opportunity. And this is also a time that you can ask questions. Okay, so what are the suppliers that you can use? Okay, so one is Walmart, because they have the 2 days 2-day delivery. So what else is Amazon? Okay, so Amazon. Why Amazon? Because Amazon also have next day and 2-day delivery. And then what else we can use? So eBay also, ebay.com. Just make sure, that they will ship you the item, faster. So for example, let's look for something here. Okay. So for example, home. Home improvement. Okay. Okay, so for example, like this. Okay, so you can also filter that, no? So for example, let's see, new. Okay, just filter the new, and then again the price. So it will be depend um, to your depends to your clients. And then um, so you will go in buy it now, okay? Not auction because it's different. You know, auction is like you are bidding. Okay, so and accept offers. We don't go also with that. What you need is buy it now, and then US only because we are selling in the US. So make sure that your product will come also from US. Okay, and then make sure this is free shipping. You know, because at least you will have, you know, what they call this. Um you know, you will not get cost pa other. And then you can also click the free returns, you know, so you can also return the item. Okay, so for example like this, you already have it. So you can see actually this one also you need to have also I have eBay popularity sort. Okay, so it gives you already, you know, like this. It gives you like this one. You know how many times, you know, this product sold in a lifetime, or you know, since they list the item. So that is again you already have. You know, I have the light shot, the Grammarly. You know, so you need also this, the eBay popularity sort. Okay. So for example, like this one. So this one, I think this one is good. Okay. So you can see here, this is 8 times sold in 24 hours. And then you can see here, if you will click that, 508 sold. So our criteria should be like 3 times ship, you know, or ship, I mean, 3 times sold history in a month. So you can see here in 1 month, there's already a lot of history sold. Okay. And then, like what I said, make sure you see this one, free 3-day shipping. Okay. So this is good. And then you can see here, this is from US. Okay. And then this one, I can list this, you know. So now I will show you how how to list this in Facebook. Okay. So using Drop. Okay, so for example, oh, we already have Bonanza here. This is new right now. Okay, so copy to Facebook, click that. So it will automatic bring you to the marketplace. So now you will see this space data. So click that one time only. And then you will wait that everything will paste it there. Okay. Okay, make sure you will wait all the pictures, the photos will be there. Okay, so like that. So you can see we will not screenshot anymore the pictures. And then this one, because in on eBay, you know, they already, you know, optimize that. So you can, you know, just add more, you know. So for me, always I put free shipping here. So they will see already. And then 26, so C drop already, you know, compute already this. So for example, this is 15.99. So this is free shipping. So automatic, I already have the profit here. And then category, I already have suggestion hint, fan. And then you can see here, you know, available, new, free shipping, pre-return, and I only have five only have a five of this. And then so Okay, I think I didn't set up my my uh so let's just copy the description here. Okay, so for example, like this one. Okay, so for this, I will just copy this features. Okay. Ay. Okay, here. Okay, so you can see here, there's a lot of, okay, we'll just ignore that. Okay, 3 speed. Okay. Okay, so you see how it's very, helpful, the Grammarly. Again, that is very important also. So I will put also 5, the brand. So for example, this Comfort Zone, this is a big brand also here. So you can add that in your category, in your brand name. Okay. So if you're going to list like Chinese, product, don't put the brand there anymore. Okay. So again, I will just copy the link and then put it in my SKU and then hide from my friends. Next. So make sure shipping only. Use your own label. I will put 0 here. And then click free. So next, and publish. Okay, so you can see it's very fast, for um, for when you use seed drop. Okay, so what else? What supplier also? Okay, so you can also go to wayfair.com. Again, make sure. Okay. Okay, I will just. Okay, so here, make sure, so you can see here, free shipping over 35. So it means if below $35, there's a shipping cost there. So for you to make sure, go to the, shipping here, the policy. Okay, let's see. Okay, or sometimes, your clients, they will give you their, login details for this. So for example, let's just go, so for example here, this one. Okay, so for example, like this one, this is 127. So this is free shipping for sure. No, and then if you will go to add to cart, it will also, shows the expected delivery. Okay, so like this. So July 21. Okay, so if right now 17, so 17 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's okay because we have Saturday and Sunday. So you can, you can list this. So that's how you, to make sure that this will, fall in 3-day shipping. Okay? Kasi nga, yung Facebook, they only give us 3-day, to process or to ship the item. Okay, so what else? You can go also on Home Depot. Okay. Okay, so the same thing also, just make sure you can also check, the items here and add to cart so you can see what is the estimated delivery. So that's how you do, or to check when is the delivery. Okay. So, okay, so let's check. What's the next? Okay, so what we're done with this. What are the supplies you can use? So next is how to do product research. So I think I already showed that also in on eBay, in Walmart. So yeah, so that's how you do your product research. And then what tools you can use? So aside from uh, C-Drop, you can also use AutoDS. So it's the same thing, that you will do. It's also a Chrome extension, and you will just grab, it's the same thing. It will show also like like copy and paste also there. Right now I still don't have the the video about that, but soon I will make how to listen using AutoDS. And then what else? So this one. So this is also very important. So we use, some of our VAs, they use remote access. Okay, so what is the remote access? So for example, okay, let's remove the other here. Okay, so some of the clients, because they don't want to get suspended, no? So what they using are, like, for example, AnyDesk. So for example, like this one, you will just install this in your account, in your okay. Okay, sorry about that. I have calling here. Okay, so for example, AnyDesk, this you just need to install this. You need to install this in your computer, and then this is free. So your your ano yan? I'm getting lost here. Okay. So again, in any desk, you will just install that in your computer, and then your client will give you access to their computer. So it's like you are going to use the or navigate the computer of your client remote. So kunwari nandiyan ka sa Pilipinas, ako nandito ako sa US, magko-connect lang tayo, using any desk or remote desktop or team viewer. Ibibigay ko sa yung ID number ko and password, and then gagalawin mo na yung you will use na my desktop or my computer. So yun yung pinaka safe right now, no, that they are doing. So that's how you do that. And then so any this, what else? Like what I said, team viewer. Okay, so here this one. And then what else? Remote desktop. Okay, something like this. So this is for the Chrome, no? So like that. Okay, so what else? Okay. So what else? The next one is I already showed that. So next, so here again. So we use C-Drop, list perfectly, AutoDS, and remote access. So these are the tools that we are using in listing the product. Okay, so bulk listing using Facebook CVS file. Okay, so for example, let me show you. Okay. Okay, wait ha. Okay, I'm going to show you the actual CVS. So if you have any question, guys, let me know. Okay, I cannot find it. And then I think this is so I want to show you guys the the actual already. So we will not okay here. Okay, let me show you now. Okay, so for example, like this. So, okay. So for example, like this, you will go in create listing and you can see here create multiple listings. If you will click that, okay, so you will have this download template. Okay, so I think you don't have this. I think if you don't have, let me know. Message us. We can give you a sample download template for this. Okay, so you can have this template for you. Okay, so once you already have that, so you can see it like this. Okay. Okay, so when you already have that, so this is like this, no? Uh, so you can see here there's a title, price, condition, description, available inventory, available local pickup. So because we don't do that, shipping, shipping price, offer free shipping. Okay, so for example, like this title. So like what we did in the first one, so you need to make sure that your title is already optimized also. Okay, so because it will download, it will upload this to your client's Facebook marketplace. So we don't want, we want to make sure that this listing is ready already for them, na hindi na nila kailangan i-optimize pa. So that's why make sure you optimize the title. So price, it should be a whole number. Condition, this is new. And then for description, what I usually do is in front here, I will just add the link. Okay, and then I will just cut there and put it in my SKU, because like right now, what do you call this? But it depends to your client. So as first to your client, because sometimes the client, they want also different spreadsheet for them to see, your actual product research, and also so for example, I think I don't have it here. Okay, so let me see if I have it here. Okay, so for example, like this, no? So this is the other spreadsheet. So this is a sample only. So for example, like us, we have the date, the product, the supplier, the category, subcategory, the link, the size, if there's a size, color, the price of the supplier, the shipping cost, the tax, the markup, and actually plus the okay. The other one is FBMP fees. Okay, so that is 5%. Okay, like that. So you will need to have that, and this is your listing price. So it should be um, whole number. Okay, so sometimes like this, no, your client wants to have a different spreadsheet like this, and this is only for for the Facebook Marketplace because they are going to upload this. So description, available inventory. So is this available for pickup? So no shipping weight, you know. So this is actually this should be zero. Shipping price, so zero also. And then offer free shipping, yes. And then that's it. So for Facebook Marketplace, bulk import CSV, you can only add 5. You can only list 50 listings here. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. So if you want to have this template, for Facebook Marketplace, let us know. Please comment hashtag template. So we will send you the copy of this. Okay. So hashtag template. Okay. So we will give you a sample of that or copy of that. Okay. Sabi ni Marie, newbie here. I love this webinar. Thank you. So Lara is also newbie. Sharon, following coach, Amazon batch 6. Okay. So Bam Ara, Thea is newbie also. I will be your student. Okay, see you. Pinyin, newbie. Okay, flooring, batch 7, eBay. Hello, Rona, newbie. Okay, so questions. Miss Divine, free return will apply to damaged item and in case the buyer change his her mind. Is that correct? Yes, correct, Shello. Yeah, so yeah, that's good. That's why it's better you will check, your supplier if they can accept returns. But actually in Facebook Marketplace, if you will check the policy, Facebook Marketplace, they don't allow or they don't accept returns. So actually, whatever the reason is, Facebook will not accept returns. But for me, because I really want to have a good relationship with my customers, so that's why I always offer free returns. Okay, so that's why just ask your clients about that. Ano to, mode of payment coach pag credit card po here in Philippines. Can you elaborate this, Aliana? What do you mean? Anong tools? So I already shared that. Okay, coach, would people still buy from FB Marketplace when they can compare price from online stores like Amazon? So, good question, Arl. Here, uh, in the US kasi, and also because of the booming of the e-commerce, that's why actually mostly or all of the social media right now, you have the power na to buy, in all the social media, so that's why Facebook Marketplace offering now the this Facebook Marketplace, to make the people, to stay on their platform. So um, that's why they will check it, they will check it. But there are there are suppliers, for example, in Walmart. They already know that they need to pay like shipping fees, and sometimes it's they don't want to buy it there. There are people like that. They are very loyal in other platforms. So that's why you know there's a lot of of sales that you can have in Facebook Marketplace. Or even uh there's no problem, because sometimes it's more easier to buy in Facebook Marketplace than in Walmart, in Home Depot. Actually, me, I don't use Home Depot as my supplier, because for me it's very difficult, or it's very matagal to do purchasing there. So that's why I use mostly Walmart, and I have a wholesale supplier that I'm listing. So those are the reasons that they will compare the prices there. You still can get sales in Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Good question, Arla. I like that. Okay, so Miss Divine, mapapanood po ba ulit namin 'to? Yes, I believe this will be automatic uploaded in Facebook, and it has a replay. Okay, thank you. Okay, coach, puwede rin ba apply sa Philippines yung process na 'to? So the difference is, Mommy Bet, no, in the Philippines you don't have shipping option. So if you will see that you don't have the option to choose, shipping. You can only have like meetups, I believe, in Facebook. But you can actually, I have a video how to sell in Facebook Marketplace without the shipping option. So check in my YouTube. Okay, Fatima. Hi, coach. I want to ask you whether it is compulsory to always compare the price of products on eBay. Yes, you can do that, because you want to be competitive also to your price, to your other competitors. So that's why you need to make sure that it also sells to the other platforms, so you can get sales. Okay, can this be applied both on eBay and other store and client, coach? On eBay, it's different technique. Actually, it's more harder in Facebook, because unlike in on eBay, like what I showed to you guys, the eBay popularity sort. So you can it make it more easier for you. What are the the products that already selling on eBay? Unlike in Facebook Marketplace, you need to make sure. Actually, this is what I'm teaching to my students, or also in my in our VAs. Always ask your clients what are the categories that they getting sales and also getting views. Because why because of the Facebook Marketplace. This is really created for local marketplace. So it means if you are, if like me, if I'm in the California, there is like a range, that people can only see my listing within in my city. Okay, so that's why. And we, I know, we saw the, also we have me, I always have that case study, that for example, like me, I tried that also. I put different location, and I get different views in different locations. So that's why it's very important to ask those things. So client, what are the categories that you are getting high views? What are the categories that you're getting sales? So you will start to do product research in those categories. And then later on, you will add different categories, so you can test also the algorithm of the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, Mira said we didn't use C drop anymore. Yes, like what I said, because of the the very sensitive ang Facebook Marketplace. So Mary, I hope I answered your question. So as dropshipper in FB Marketplace, do you need to apply from these suppliers? So no, you just need to create account from them. So for example, like in Walmart, there's no subscription. You will just create account and then just connect the credit card. But usually, like what I said, but those, Walmart, you can also browse, without logging in there or creating account. Okay, so how to track if out of stock si supplier? Is there any way to? So good question, no, Mary. So like in C-Drop, if you're that's why client they are using also C-Drop, Auto DS, because those are the tools also that monitor the stock of the products. So there's a setting there, no. I think I have video there about C-Drop, about monitoring of the stocks. Okay. Okay, so yes, template. Later on, we will send you the copy of the template, no? Okay, how many characters for the title? I think in the Facebook Marketplace is only like 40 characters. Okay, template. Sorry. Yes, we have replay here. SKU grid. Yes, thank you, Jolly. We can use that also on the tools. What about the pay as a VA? Okay. So for pay for a VA, so the newbie, they start paying per hour, like $3, per hour. Okay. Okay, no more questions. We are already over time. I usually finish the the webinar exactly 1 hour. Okay, make sure you're going to follow or like my page, so you guys will be notified every time I have free webinar like this. Okay? And also, let me show to you my YouTube channel. Okay, so you guys can, see other, my other videos. Yeah, because if you want to know more about, Facebook Marketplace, I have, a playlist in my YouTube. So check here. So you can see here. So playlist. Just look for. I have also here a lot of free webinars. So Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so you can see here. I have a lot of, here. So for example, how to avoid lockout, see drop features. Yeah, because I cannot, tackle everything here in the webinar. So yeah, check my videos here, in my YouTube. So for sure it will help you. And also don't forget to subscribe, so you will be notified also when I have new videos. Okay, so yeah, I have a lot here. You can see I have also interview, people. So here also, like Brian, so he's working in our agency. So he's a seaman and businessman, but because of the pandemic, he become a virtual assistant and he is very happy, become a virtual assistant. So here, yeah, I have a lot of videos here. Okay, no more questions, guys. Okay, Sharon said thank you. Thank you also for watching and being with here. Okay, what are the things cause ban in FBMP coach? Yeah, so the first one is being, having like a suspicious login. Okay, so that is one of reason, you know. But usually, uh once the client will contact the Facebook, it will come back again. So that's why we are avoiding that. So that's why we have other ways, in how to help our clients, to make their work, or their business more easier, and get sales also, because product research also is very time consuming. So that's why we are here, virtual assistant, to help them, to make it more, easier, and give them sales also. Okay, Ethel said, very informative. Thank you. See you. Thank you for watching. Okay, so no VPN. Yeah, so for example, so VPN also is needed, like for example, other websites are black, that because you are in the Philippines. So like for example, Amazon, Home Depot, they don't there are other products or other, that you cannot access because of your location, so we use VPN. Okay, so need ba? Yes, we need that. So coach, pwede bang gamitin ng FB page sa FBMP? So good question, Levy. Okay, so actually it's, Facebook created that separately. So like what I said, Facebook Marketplace is like a local marketplace, that you are, what do you call this? You can list and get sales organically. Unlike in FB page, so you need to have, the difference in FB page, you can have a catalog already there, and then you can connect that to your, for example, you have a website, you can have, or you can create a catalog there. And you need pa to have, to do ads for people to see your products. Kasi nga, for example, like this page, you can only see my post if you follow or like my page. And also that's the same thing also if you will going to post your products in Facebook page. Only people that like or follow the page will see your listing, unlike in FB Marketplace, everyone can see that. Okay, so okay, again, that is separate, no? So very informative. See you po sa next free webinar. Thank you. Okay. Amazon Bash 2. Hello. Okay, thank you. Okay, so no more questions. So again, I don't like, to make it very over. So yes. So this is the formula again. So unit price. So that is the price from the supplier plus shipping fee. So if it has a shipping fee plus tax. So sometimes, client have tax exemption. So if they have tax exemption, so the tax will be 0. So if they have tax, so you will add that. And then the 5% FB fee, and then the markup equals your listing price. So you need to know that also, because like in the spreadsheet that I showed to you, you need to make sure that you will give profit to your client. Okay? Okay, so for everyone, I just want to share this verse to you. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plan. So we know that we plan, we have dreams, but we need also to make sure that our plans will always, we will give this to the Lord, because at the end of the day, God is the one who going to bless that, and then prosper that. So it will be also a better, or good to you. So like me, I always make sure, that my plans or my dreams or whatever, in my work, in my family or decision, I always pray and I always give that to the Lord, because I want to make sure that I will not do, wrong things. I want, I want that everything that I will do, it will be good and blessed by the Lord, because yun naman ang kailangan natin to, we will be successful, and the blessing will be there if we will include the Lord in our life. So thank you very much for being with me, and I hope to see you next month in this free webinar. And you can just follow me in my YouTube channel, because weekly I shared videos about e-commerce. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for being with me tonight. God bless.